This video is brought to you by catbeast.com. Design your own custom snapbacks and hats.
What is going on, guys? JD from New York here. Thank you so much for tuning back into the channel tonight as we are set to discuss the dilemma on SmackDown. June 20th, 2017 from Dayton, Ohio. And the good old Nutter Center, man. Nutter Center. Home of probably one of my favorite pay-per-views of all time in WWE history, the 1993 King of the Ring. That's the pay-per-view where Bret the Hitman Hart not only beat Razor Ramon, but he beat Mr. Perfect and Bam Bam Bigelow in one night to be crowned the first ever pay-per-view King of the Ring. That was also the same night where the camera exploded in Hulk Hogan's face as the mighty Yokozuna defeated Hulkamania for the WWF Championship. If you guys got the network, I highly recommend you guys go back and watch that. Not only that you go back and watch it, but you go back and watch it to see what a real crowd sounds like. I don't know what the fuck they were doing over there in 1993, but in 2017, it's a tale of two fucking cities. Jesus Christ, Dayton. Can you make some fucking noise, will you? I mean, Nakamura couldn't even get you to sing his fucking song. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. But we're not here to talk about the crowd. We're here to talk about the women's dilemma on SmackDown. Clearly, this show was built around the women and the controversial ending that we seen at Money in the Bank. We're going to talk about all that because I got a lot to say. Jinder Mahal and Randy Orton continuing their fucking storyline. I thought it was over. It's not over. Now with the rumors of a Punjabi prison match coming. Put me in fucking Punjabi prison, please. I don't want to see this shit anymore. I'd rather be locked away with fucking Great Khali to watch his matches over and over and over again on repeat than to watch this fucking shit. Please! End it! Anyway. Thank you guys for joining me. Follow me on Twitter, at JDFROMNY206. Subscribe to the YouTube channel down below and hit that bell for the notification so that you guys know when I upload. I uploaded twice today. How many of you guys knew that I uploaded twice today? We got Monday Night Raw in the morning. We got an off-the-script extra this afternoon talking about the return of the gold standard, Shelton Benjamin. Talking about Kevin Owens' non-existent injury that reportedly was reported over the weekend, coming out of Money in the Bank. Roman Reigns, change of plans for WrestleMania. Are they booking Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns at SummerSlam? And Triple H inviting Conor McGregor and Floyd Money Mayweather to Monday Night Raw before their publicity stunt in August. So that's all live on the channel right now with Off the Script Extra. Make sure you guys go and check that out. Monday Night Raw review is live. Omega Okada review is live. Off the Script this past weekend is live. Money in the Bank, what we learned from Money in the Bank, and the official review, all on the channel this week. Make sure you guys go and check it out with more to come. Tomorrow we got NXT. Thursday, Lucha Underground. Friday, Off the Script. You guys got a bunch of shit coming at you this week. Also, if you guys want to hear retro Off the Script, where we do indeed talk about WrestleMania 8, available exclusively on patreon.com/JDFromNY206 for $3 or more a month. Or if you don't want to do that, you can head right on over to the IRWNetwork.com and subscribe over there and listen to it via IRW Network, man. Off the Script retro, getting rave reviews so far. So thank you guys so much for really enjoying that. We got SummerSlam 1992 coming up. I started watching some of it today. It was fucking god-awful. So I gotta sit through these fucking miserable pay-per-views just so that I know what the hell happened. So bear with me. It's coming this weekend. We're going to talk about SummerSlam 1992, everything that went into that with the news and rumors from The Observer. And we're going to go over the matches and just review the entire show like we would if it was present day WWE. So that's patreon.com/JDFromNY206 and IRWNetwork.com/nothing. IRWNetwork.com. But I'm JD from NY over there as well. So make sure you guys will find me. I'm right on the homepage. Make sure you guys go and check that out if you want to support the show. Audible, as always, 30 days free to try their service out. One free audiobook of your choice for new listeners. You fucking goons. New listeners only. If you fucking did it already, you can't do it anymore. All right, so it's new listeners only. audibletrial.com/offthescript. 30 days free to try their service out. One free audiobook of your choice is included for free. compatible with iPhone and Android devices. Make sure you guys go through the sign-up process. If you don't want to stay on board for 30 days and you want to cancel it, you get to keep your audiobook for free, man. If you guys want Jericho, Bryan, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Roddy Piper, Hulk Hogan, Brock Lesnar, the death of WCW, Bob Holly, it's all on there, man. Make sure you guys go and check it out. audibletrial.com/offthescript. And Barbershop Window giving you guys the best online store for any podcast with the best merchandise anywhere, man. Courtesy of Pro Wrestling Tees and Barbershop Window, we are officially partnered with both. Barbershopwindow.com/offthescript. Thank you guys so much for everything. Let's talk about SmackDown, man. SmackDown Live from Dayton, Ohio, and the Nutter Center. This show was built around the return of Daniel Bryan. Not only was it built around the return of Daniel Bryan, but it was pretty much going to come to a conclusion about what happened at Money in the Bank. Carmella won the Money in the Bank because of James Ellsworth. He was in the ring when he wasn't supposed to. He climbed the ladder when he wasn't supposed to. He grabbed the briefcase when he wasn't supposed to. He wasn't a part of the match. He grabbed the briefcase off the rung, handed it to Carmella, and they awarded her the victory on Sunday night. All of the women were obviously upset about this. Natalya was telling Charlotte, Becky, Tamina, this is an injustice. They all talked over one another. Daniel Bryan walked in and said he hears what they are all saying and they all need to calm down. He wants to first listen to what Carmella and James Ellsworth had to say about this situation. So Carmella comes out, and when this was all over, she got the stage, she got the mic, she got the spotlight. When Carmella's interview or promo was over, Carmella cut the best promo of her young WWE career. And I want you guys to understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. I want you to remember these words. Carmella cut the best promo of her young WWE career. I'm just going to leave it at that. Okay? I want you to remember that for later on in this show. So Carmella's in the ring. She won because she was the first to hold the briefcase once it was taken off the hook. Ellsworth asked the fans what's wrong with them because they should be cheering louder for Carmella. Carmella welcomed the fans to the fabulous era of Carmella. She said the name Carmella has been trending worldwide for the last 48 hours. She said it wasn't trending because she won the first ever women's Money in the Bank match, but because of how she won. She said the fans are saying that she disrespected a historic moment or made a mockery of the women's division, or she needed Ellsworth's help to win the match for her. Sorry, honey, I didn't say any of those things. I didn't say you disrespected anybody. I didn't say you ruined a historic moment or made a mockery out of anything. I simply stated that WWE Creative made a mockery of the women's division. I simply stated that WWE Creative disrespected the historic significance of the ladder match. You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything at all. This is WWE's creative. This is WWE's fault. It's not your fault. They fucked up. They booked a ridiculous ending that should have never even hit the fucking cutting room floor, and now they're paying for it. And now they're backtracking and they're trying to clean up their mess, and this is what we have on SmackDown Live. But it's not Carmella's fault at all. She said, you know what? Who cares? She held up the briefcase. She said she has been underutilized since she was the last pick in the WWE draft. She says she's not here for girl power. Everyone is talking about the various strengths of the various women in the division, but nobody talks about her. She said at the end of the day, none of that mattered because she is just as intelligent. She said the others in the match were making plans to make history, but she was making plans for the future. She said the fact of the matter is she won the match fair and square. She said back in 2014, and I'm surprised WWE went into the cookie jar here and made references to these last two references here. They made her mention the 2014 Money in the Bank where Kane came down and helped Seth Rollins win. She said 2 years ago, Bray Wyatt, who wasn't even in the damn match, prevented Roman Reigns from winning, and so Sheamus won the Money in the Bank. I don't know why you're bringing up those two instances. Those two instances have nothing to do with what was booked or what was done creatively on Sunday night. Kane didn't grab the fucking briefcase and hand it to Seth Rollins. Bray Wyatt didn't fucking hand the briefcase and hand it to somebody else when he wasn't in the match. James Ellsworth was booked creatively to climb the ladder and take the fucking briefcase off the rung and hand it to Carmella, making her the victor. Completely different story. It's not the same. So those two references absolutely make no sense. Now, if you're talking about comparing, you know, those two situations to what happened on Sunday night and then to those two situations, it doesn't make any sense. But the fact is, how can you break the rules when there are none? That was the smartest thing that she could have said. There are no rules. There is no disqualification. She said that when Bryan comes out later, he'll have to man up and agree with what she's saying and pretty much affirm what she just said and declare her 100% Miss Money in the Bank. And there's not a damn thing you can do about it. Can't say that she's wrong. Can't say that she's wrong. But WWE, they wanted to get people talking with the ending that they booked at Money in the Bank. And now they are trying to rectify this situation and clean up the mess. Because the booking decision, no matter how fucking retarded it was, it did more negative than anything. It angered a lot of people instead of making people hate Carmella for the right reasons. People are disliking Carmella for the wrong reasons. Those people shouldn't be watching wrestling. Those people shouldn't be watching wrestling, okay? You're bringing real life feeling into this. Or how could you do this to the women? How could you have a man do this to the women? And blah, 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 blah. Don't get me started. Shut the fuck up and don't watch wrestling, okay? Because clearly you don't have a fucking brain in your head. It's not about women's rights. It's not about disrespecting the women. This is a WWE creative blunder. That's all it is. They foolishly had a man climb the ladder and hand the briefcase to one of the participants and declare her the winner. No matter if there's no rules or not, it was a stupid decision. Okay? Now they're trying to backtrack, and this is the reason for all of this. But Carmella cut the best promo of her life. Carmella cut the best promo of her career. So what are they going to do? Are they going to let her keep the briefcase? Or are we going to get some type of reset here? Are they going to take it away from her? Are they going to have a fatal five-way? Are they going to redo the fucking ladder match? That's exactly what they did. They redid the ladder match. Daniel Bryan came out later in the show and had everybody in the ring together. He had everybody come out and make their entrances. Bryan said it's great to be back. Still gets the loudest ovation out of any active member on the roster, which is not surprising to me. Goons. Says he wished it was under better circumstances. He says that he's been talking with Shane McMahon and other WWE officials about this the last 48 hours, and they told him to take his emotions out of it and stick strictly to the WWE rulebook. What rulebook? Clearly there is no rulebook if James Ellsworth is climbing the fucking ladder and handing briefcases to people. There's no fucking rulebook. Seriously. What rulebook? I could write the rulebook. I could give you a fucking pen and paper right here, write the rule book, and it would be instituted in WWE tomorrow. There is no rules. He called out all the women. They came out one after the other. Bryan conceded Carmella and said that she made some valid points. He said Money in the Bank matches are no DQ, and the rule book doesn't say specifically that you can't have someone climb the ladder and unhook the briefcase. Just as the first woman to hold the briefcase is the winner of the match. Yeah, but up here, we're not thinking about that type of ending. You wanted to give us a controversial ending, and now you're paying for it because there's more backlash than there is positivity out of this thing. So what are you going to do? Bryan said that there has been interference in other Money in the Bank ladder matches before. He also said that there's never been somebody who climbed the ladder and unhooked the briefcases and handed it to somebody else who wasn't in the match. A man in a women's match. Doesn't make any sense. Carmella and Ellsworth went from cocky and elated to scared and concerned. Bryan said they are now in uncharted territory, meaning that this entire situation is completely brand new. Ellsworth asks Bryan what's gotten into him. Then, of course, WWE in lowball fashions got to mention the fucking guy's newborn baby girl. Becoming a daddy to a little vegan hippie baby has gotten him all soft. Why? Why bring his baby, who was just born 3 weeks ago, into this situation? I mean, really? So fucking stupid. He asked Bryan to get this over with. So Bryan got in his face, told him to shut the fuck up, said if he talks about his baby girl one more time, he's going to punch him in the face so hard he won't be able to breathe, and then he's going to fire her. So the crowd erupted in yes chants because nobody likes Ellsworthless. Get the fuck off my TV. Carmella says that they have the cards, so he can't talk to them like that. Becky interrupted. Natalya told Becky to shut the fuck up. She said just because you almost touched the briefcase doesn't mean that you won anything. Charlotte then interrupted. I am here for a decision. This is my briefcase. Daniel Bryan. I-I-N. Anyway. Tamina told Charlotte that she needs to be quiet or she'll start looking like Ellsworth. Really? Charlotte can't look any worse. You want to make her look like Ellsworth? In fact, I'd actually take Ellsworth over Charlotte. Give me a break, man. Bryan told everyone to calm down. Said on Sunday they all competed in a historic match. It was. Until WWE fucked it up with the ending. Carmella has a chance for a first time ever moment. Because she'll be the first woman, or the first woman, to hand over a Money in the Bank briefcase. So history was made. Hey, WWE didn't lie, right? A historic moment was made. There you go. First of the women to hand over the Money in the Bank briefcase. Crowd cheered. Bryan says he won't let somebody like Ellsworth interrupt one of the most important moments in WWE history. So obviously, what does this mean? Next week, we're going to do it all over again. Right here on SmackDown Live. There will be a women's Money in the Bank ladder match with the same 5 competitors. Bryan left with the briefcase. The women all brawled. Becky made Carmella tap out to the disarmer as Charlotte watched. Charlotte also got her licks in as she gave natural selection to Carmella. Okay? Now, this is where my opinion comes in. We got that all out there. Okay? This is what needs to be done, WWE. You fucking retards over in creative. Okay? Number 1, rules should be instituted. Ellsworth needs to be away from the ringside area. The man doesn't belong by ringside. Get him the fuck off TV. 1. Number 2, Carmella cut the best promo of her fucking life. Then you're going to have her and cut her down. You're going to have her give up the briefcase? So what good was the promo? Everything that came out of her mouth means absolutely nothing to me anymore. Nothing. Do you know how it's going to mean something? When she wins next week and she actually does it on her own. That's what needs to happen. Charlotte doesn't need it. Becky doesn't need it. Tamina's not going to get it. Natty doesn't need it. Carmella needs it. Because she already has heel heat stemming from this situation. If she wins it on her own, she's going to have just as much, if not more, heel heat. And she's going to do it on her own. That should have been the original decision. This is what I said back in my Money in the Bank review. Carmella should have won it. You know, there's no rules in the fucking rule book that say heels need to cheat every single fucking time. Heels should at least sometimes look dominant. Okay? Now, people are telling me, or people were trying to make the excuse, oh, JD wouldn't have been believable if Carmella won a Money in the Bank ladder match on her own without cheating. Why not? Why not? There's 4 other competitors in the ring, and there's ladders involved. Why can't she win? The whole premise of a ladder match is because it's unpredictable. It's unpredictable. I could go back to the fucking WrestleMania 10. It's unpredictable, right? Shawn Michaels had the fucking match won, but Razor Ramon pushed the ladder off. What happened? Unpredictability happened. Shawn Michaels' foot got caught in the ropes. He couldn't get himself loose. Razor Ramon took the title down. Unpredictability. Carmella could win it. There's no who's better than who. It's the best woman on that night with the best luck is going to win. That's what should have happened on Sunday night. Now that she cut the best fucking promo of her life, you're going to take the briefcase away from her. And what does it mean? What did that entire 15-minute segment to start the show mean? It meant nothing. The way you rectify this situation is you do the right thing next week. Carmella wins Money in the Bank without Ellsworth's help as he's away from the ringside area. And if he does get involved, he's fucking gone. He's fucking gone. So we're getting a Money in the Bank redo match next week. Okay? This is WWE rectifying a poor booking decision. Next time you'll learn. I don't know how that made the fucking final script. But listen, I'm looking at this in a positive light. Okay? WWE is hungry for ratings, right? Why not? Instead of doing this on pay-per-view, they're giving it to you on SmackDown Live. So not only that, they're making history twice, right? They're going to hopefully make the right decision next week. They're going to build up Carmella the right way next week. And we're getting a Money in the Bank ladder match with 5 women next week on SmackDown on free TV. So it's a ratings boost, and it's a significant episode of SmackDown Live, the first time ever. So history's made all over the fucking place. Plus, they're going to garner a nice rating. But the one thing I take away from it is that WWE pay-per-view means nothing. They don't give a fuck about pay-per-view numbers anymore, right? Anything can happen on pay-per-view. And this is the shit that they book, because now they could get away with it. You think if you were paying $64.99, if you think that, you know, you were paying $64.99, would you get away with this type of ending for a $64.99 pay-per-view? If we didn't have the network, you think we would be seeing these type of endings? Of course not. WWE does it on purpose. They do it on purpose. Because you're paying $9.99, you're getting a $9.99 ending. So they could do the same thing. They could easily say, yep, we're redoing it. They only paid then $10 for it. They paid $10 for a $70 pay-per-view. So you're getting the pay-per-view match again for free. That's why they do it. There's no way this would be happening back under the old structure. Absolutely no way. So that's why they're doing it. And it sucks. It sucks that WWE uses that as an out because of their poor booking decisions. You know, I don't mind you taking a risk, but I do mind when you take a risk and it's stupidity from the beginning. Should have never happened. So we're getting a Money in the Bank ladder match next week. Carmella needs to win the match next week. Otherwise, everything that she said will forever mean nothing. And her fucking Money in the Bank win on Sunday night was, like Matt Hardy says, deleted. And it's now, right now, for now, obsolete. So that's that. That's my opinion on that. Moving on here. We got the New Day and the Usos continuing their feud. What is with the New Day's homosexual references? You know? Big E in the ring gyrating. Kofi Kingston's on the microphone. They're talking about the Usos penitentiary, right? And Xavier Woods is talking about the New Day's playpen. Like some fucking pedophile's wet dream over here. The New Day's playpen. Who the fuck wants to go to the New Day's playpen? And then Kofi Kingston's on the microphone saying that Big E is now known as the Warden. And he's big, he's handsome, and he's got a big nightstick. Are you kidding me? What's with the homosexual references here? This is not why I watch WWE. This is not why I watch SmackDown Live. I watch SmackDown Live for a competitive team versus a competitive team, minus the homosexual tendencies. Enough is enough. I don't mind a dash of it, but every fucking time? I mean, give me a break. People starting to pick up on it, and they're getting more irritated by the week. Enough. Big E versus Kofi Kingston, or Big E and Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods versus Jimmy Uso with Jey Uso. Big E wins here with the big ending, so we get a count out because the Usos took the titles and went home, only for them to come back on SmackDown Live and lose to the New Day. There you go. There you go. I'm still interested in the feud. I still think we got a long way to go. I'm still sticking to my guns. I still think the New Day is going to win the tag team titles at SummerSlam and beat the Usos. That's just me. But I don't understand why we get a count out on Sunday night only for them to come back and lose and get their ass handed to them on SmackDown Live. Whatever. Next week we'll probably just trade victories. Jey Uso will probably beat Kofi Kingston next week or Xavier Woods. And we'll trade victories back and forth leading up to Battleground. Whatever, man. I'm not interested in it. Just give me some competitive tag team action, minus the homosexual tendencies, please. We go on to Naomi backstage. She says she knows how hard the women have worked, and Ellsworth being the determining factor is a disappointment. I'm sorry. Ellsworth is the disappointment, just like everything else that this company has done this week. But Bryan will make the right decision. She says that she's ready for whatever the results are. In walks Lana. What about me? What about you? She sneered at Naomi's neon glow. Lana asks for a rematch. Naomi says, "You're so thirsty." Yeah, so am I. So am I, WWE. You got me wanting to fucking puke up my fucking food every time I watch your shows because of how nauseating it makes me. I'm thirsty. Please. She already said that, you know, I beat you once. There's no need for me to do it again. Right? Naomi beat Lana. Fair and square. So next week, she wants to be known as a fighting champion all of a sudden. She wants to be known as a fighting champion. So Lana wants another chance. Naomi is giving out title shots like Titus is giving out fucking chicken fingers, man. I don't understand the logic here. So Naomi, the women's champion, makes her own schedule. Right? She doesn't have to go through Daniel Bryan. She doesn't have to go through Shane McMahon. She doesn't have to go through an official. She just makes her own matches. When did this come about? Is this in the WWE rulebook? Are now champions making their own schedule? Who and when they defend the title against? Give me a break. You know? So all we need is for Lana to actually win the fucking title. Anyway, moving on. We got a sit-down interview with Blandy Orton. Like Solomonster says. Blandy Orton. Sit-down interview with Mr. Facefuck over here, interviewing Orton earlier in the day. Orton said that he lost control when he saw his dad in peril. Oh my God, Orton, your dad, he was grabbed by his suit jacket by two men when he had 6 of his friends around him. Oh my God, your dad was in danger! Said he beat himself and took his eye off the ball. Phillips asked if it was part of Jinder's strategy. Orton said, probably. He says he's been through the numbers game before with the Authority or Evolution or Legacy. But he can deal with that. What he refuses to deal with is anyone disrespecting his family. He said that Jinder accomplished his mission of making it personal. He says it's not just about winning his 14th world title. He's now going to hurt Jinder bad, and he doesn't care if this will end his career. He says since he's disrespected his family, maybe he'll travel to India and rain down RKOs on his extended family. Yeah, while you're at it, everybody that's wearing a Roman Reigns t-shirt, I would like you to do the same thing. Just go in there and eradicate all of them. Drop a fucking nuke on them, please. So I don't have to hear their fucking bullshit. Roman Reigns? Or Riggins? The god of Earth in India? Then it got weird. And Kevin Dunn, like a typical fucking Randy Orton. He's got that interview, so we gotta have him at least look into the camera for a good 10 seconds after it's over. That's exactly what he did. He ends the fucking interview. Phillips has nothing else to say, and the camera just zooms in on Randy Orton for a good 10 seconds as he's like sneering into the camera. And he's fucking biting his upper lip or whatever the fuck he's doing. Do you know how fucking cringe that is to watch that as a viewer? I mean, for real. Who thinks of these things? What happened to the good old-fashioned days where the interview was over, the last question was asked, the guy fucking conducting the interview walks out, the guy answers the question, and then boom, the fucking fade to black. What happened? Why do I have to look at Randy Orton for a good 10 seconds after the thing is over? You make me uncomfortable. So fucking stupid. They do that with everybody. You know? When an interviewer has somebody in the back and they're interviewing them on Raw, say fucking Charlie Caruso's interviewing Enzo. And he does his thing, bada bing, bada boom, how you doing? And then he walks away and then the camera zooms in on fucking Charlie Caruso. Who gives a shit? Pan to the left and show something else. I'd rather look at the fucking wall. Anyway. Randy Orton's father was in peril. Like he was fucking falling off a cliff. Give me a break. Peril. What peril? Monday Night Raw's in peril. Your father wasn't. There we go. Dolph Ziggler versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Again, I ask, why is Nakamura on SmackDown Live? Why? Why is he fighting Dolph Ziggler again? What reason is this match taking place? Not even at the 9 o'clock hour, mind you. They put on a main event worthy match, and they're doing it at 8:30. For what? What are they fighting for? Yeah, I enjoy a good Nakamura match. I enjoy seeing Dolph Ziggler wrestle, but what the fuck are they fighting for? The best thing out of this match, you know what? You know what the best thing about this match was? Nakamura's entrance. They got rid of the fucking fake firework noise. Nothing. They must have been listening to me. Thank you, Road Dogg. I greatly appreciate it. Anyway, Nakamura versus Dolph Ziggler. This was a great match. I don't know what the fuck they were fighting for. I guess because they didn't win Money in the Bank. Oh, let's book them in a match. So let's do Ziggler and Nakamura. Nakamura? Nakamura? Nobody wants to see him, man. You know, we put him against Dolph Ziggler, the comedian. I laugh at him every time, man, because he sucks. Anyway, this was a great match, man. Ziggler hit the zigzag. Ziggler hit the fucking famouser. There was a great back and forth towards the end of this match. Ziggler raked Nakamura's eyes. And I thought this was it. I actually thought they would actually pin Nakamura. This is how fucking fucked up WWE's been this week. I thought Nakamura was going to get fucking pinned in this match. I was watching with my brother, and he even looked at me and like, I know you thought Nakamura was going to be pinned there. I'm like, yeah, I actually thought he was going to get pinned after that zigzag. Because he nailed that fucking zigzag. So, Nakamura countered a schoolboy attempt by Ziggler into a cross arm breaker. Ziggler got out of it, like I said, by raking the eyes. Referee didn't see it. Like it or not, JBL says it's a pure veteran move. I can't blame him for that. I would have did the same thing. Nakamura escaped a Ziggler sleeper and then nailed Ziggler with a fucking Kinshasa that would level a fucking building. Got him right with the knee on the jaw. He was knocked out. Good match. I just don't know why it's happening. I don't know why Nakamura is being presented every week on SmackDown Live. The guy is becoming less and less special. Nakamura should be featured twice a month, and if you're going to feature him, he should be in the main event. Because that's what Nakamura is. By you doing this, you are deteriorating his appeal. You're not putting him on at 8:30, and you're not going to get the most out of him there. Okay? You're not putting him in a meaningless match against Dolph. What does this win mean? What does this win mean? It makes Dolph even into a bigger loser, and Nakamura gains nothing out of it. You know? This is what I didn't want. Meaningless matches with Nakamura on SmackDown Live. Why are they fighting? Now, if there was a fucking ranking system, and Nakamura won this match, and he moved up in the rankings to be, you know, closer to a title shot, maybe it would mean something, but these guys are fighting for what? They fighting for what? You know? Did Nakamura win? And now he's got to keep quiet about another fucking internet affair that Dolph Ziggler was engaged in? What do they fight over? You know? Did Dolph Ziggler sleep with fucking another internet whore with 5 million subs that Nakamura only knows about? And he won because he's got to keep his mouth shut? What did he win for? What was the win for? I don't know. I enjoy a good Nakamura match, but I want them to mean something. This meant nothing. Nakamura wins with a Kinshasa. Apparently, Tye Dillinger was found. No, he's not wrestling. He wasn't on the show in a wrestling capacity. They brought Tye Dillinger up from NXT to be a spokesman for Sonic fucking ice cream. So, now we got Tye Dillinger on SmackDown taste testing fucking Sonic ice cream or milkshakes or whatever the fuck that they're doing. Are you fucking kidding me? I told you. I predicted this. The perfect 10, you know? Kevin Dunn brings him up. The perfect 10? We're going to make him negative 10 Tye Dillinger. You know, I need that nickname for myself because I got perfect teeth. I don't have 10 teeth. I got 2 teeth. Tye Dillinger's a spokesman for fucking Sonic milkshakes. Good job, WWE. Good job. Unbelievable use of fucking talent. Then you want to know why Triple H is fucking pissed off. Guy as talented as fucking Tye Dillinger taste testing milkshakes with Sami Zayn. Awesome. Anyway, you know, it's better than Monday Night Raw, though. You know what? If I was to choose one or the other, get paid to be on Monday Night Raw or taste test milkshakes the Sonic, I'd take the Sonic gig in a heartbeat, bro. Believe me. So when you look at it that way, Dillinger might not be, sitting bad right now. In fact, he's sitting pretty. I'd rather be with Sonic than fucking Monday Night Raw, bar none. So just look at it that way. Maybe I should retract all my statements. Sorry, Mr. Perfect 10. Go fucking give 10 to the fucking chocolate chip milkshake, please. Let me know how it is, because there's no fucking Sonics around here. Kevin Owens versus, oh my god, another one who's gone missing and just randomly was found. They found him in catering, fucking munching on New York-style cheesecake with strawberry frosting. Chad Gable. Kevin Owens versus Chad Gable here. United States Open Challenge. Are they bringing back the U.S. Open Challenge, or is this a one-night affair? I don't know. But Gable came out because Kevin Owens says, I want to issue an open challenge to anybody that lives in Dayton, Ohio. So Chad Gable came out and said that I might not be from Dayton, Ohio, but I just moved to Dayton, Ohio. AJ Styles came out. First, he accepted Owens' challenge. Owens was like, you don't live in Dayton, Ohio. I said specifically someone who lives in Dayton, Ohio. So he says that my address, because Kevin Owens asked for his address, and this was hilarious, by the way. I laughed out loud. Owens asked him for his address. He says, my address is 3640 Colonial Glen Highway, Dayton, Ohio. Styles says, oh, I know that place. So then he asks the ref to ring the bell. Did Styles, and the referee rung the bell. This was a decent match. Chad Gable's a fucking beast, right? Kevin Owens reportedly was hurt. He looked pretty good here. You know, I'm pretty sure he's banged up, but he got the job done. Some suplexes there. Gable had a couple of near falls with a big moonsault. He eventually ate a pop-up powerbomb in a very competitive match. Owens wins, retains the United States Championship, and Chad Gable made the most of it, man. Now, if we can only see American Alpha back in the tag team division doing what they do best, as a unit. But Chad Gable, good to see him. And I hope they continue the U.S. Open Challenge because it might make the U.S. title feel a little bit more important than it does right now. And finally, guys, Jinder Mahal versus Luke Harper. This was awful. This was awful. I'm sorry to all the Jinder fans out there. I'm going to hinder the Jinder. Jinder Mahal is awful. He does absolutely nothing for me in the ring. Nothing. This guy, I'll tell you this. I told this to my brother tonight. I'm going to tell you. You know, he might be a genetic freak. He might be a fucking, a walking T-virus. He might be the new star villain for fucking Resident Evil when they remake the series. You know, he could easily star as Nemesis. You can't tell the fucking difference. Jinder Mahal might be injected with a bunch of fucking illegal substances, but it doesn't negate the fact that he looks like a fucking champion. He looks the part. Okay? He looks the part. But you could look the part. You could have great entrance. You could fucking have good theme music. Your in-ring style, your in-ring wrestling skills are fucking awful. They are awful. He does absolutely nothing for me. He bores me to fucking tears. In fact, I hope John Cena comes back on July 4th. I hope John Cena challenges for the WWE title. And I hope John Cena wins the WWE title. That's what I want. Towards the end of this match, Baron Corbin came out teasing a cash-in. He circled the ringside area, told Jinder that he's gonna get in his head. Jinder watched him circle the ring. Luke Harper tried to get a distracted schoolboy roll-up from behind for a near fall. He kicked him in the face. The Singh brothers then distracted Luke Harper. Jinder delivered the Kalash. For the victory, he beats Luke Harper. Jinder does nothing for me. I'm going to reiterate that again. After the match, Randy Orton came out and attacked Jinder Mahal. It went on for a couple of minutes. DDT on the outside to the concrete, off the barricade. He threw Jinder in the ring and signaled for an RKO. Then the Singh brothers jumped in on Orton. It was just a very sloppy mess here. It looked like a bunch of botches left and right. He delivered one RKO that looked decent. Then the other Singh brother jumped off the top rope, and Randy Orton tried to catch him midair with the fucking RKO. It didn't look anything like an RKO. It looked like a fucking a stunner. You know, it just looked awful. But they want to put these two guys in a Punjabi prison match. You know, the last time we had a Punjabi prison match, who was in it? I can't even fucking tell you. Because I probably didn't even give a shit. If it was the Great Khali, I was probably off sleeping somewhere. Or I was fucking injecting bleach into my veins so I didn't have to watch the fucking match. But anyway, Jinder Mahal is god-awful, and I hope he loses the title very, very soon. This guy sucks. This guy sucks. You can have the makeup of a world champion, you can have the entrance of a world champion, you can have the theme song of a world champion, but if you don't get it done bell to bell, and your moveset is absolutely fucking boring, and you do nothing to impress me and make me excited about watching wrestling, you are not the WWE champion, or you deserve to be the WWE champion. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Get the belt off this guy. Give it to Cena. Give it to Cena, and then have Baron Corbin cash in on John Cena. That's all I want to see. You know? But we'll discuss this off the script, because I wouldn't even have John Cena win the title. I wouldn't even have John Cena win the title. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. It might be good for Corbin to cash in on John Cena, but, you know, with John Cena, you know, and July 4th coming, we don't know what's going to happen, you know. I'm just going to throw this out there. You know, Sami Zayn and Jinder Mahal, could book them in a match, a one-off match. Sami Zayn lobbies for a world title match, can make a whole big deal of it on SmackDown. Baron Corbin's got the Money in the Bank briefcase. He's been feuding with Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's an underdog babyface. Get the fans behind him. Have him take down Jinder. Have Sami Zayn win the WWE title. Have him win the WWE title from Jinder Mahal. Baron Corbin can cash in on a beaten down Sami Zayn and steal the WWE Championship, and there you got it. Baron Corbin's the WWE Champion. We can have AJ Styles take the title of Baron Corbin later in the year. Nakamura can win the Royal Rumble. We get Styles versus Nakamura at WrestleMania. There you go. Instead of using John Cena in that role to take the belt of Jinder, why don't we do it with Sami? Because Sami's been feuding with Baron Corbin. It's another possibility. You know? That's another way that WWE could be creative. But John Cena probably makes more of an impact. I'm just shooting that out there because I'm a Sami Zayn fanboy, and I think it would make a nice story. But we'll talk about that on Off the Script, man. We got a whole bunch of things that we could do, and we're going to book SummerSlam for SmackDown side. We'll talk about it, man. It's going to be a fun episode. But that's your SmackDown review. Jinder Mahal sucks. He beat Luke Harper. Baron Corbin teased they cash in, but he wins. Gets his ass kicked by Randy Orton. Punjabi prison match probably coming to be announced in the coming weeks. So get your bleach ready. It's coming. That's your SmackDown Live review. If you enjoyed the video, hit that thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think down below. Check out all the other videos that you've seen on the channel this week if you did miss them. And I will be back tomorrow night with NXT review. We got, what's tomorrow? We got Peyton Royce versus Ember Moon. And we got Cassius Ohno versus Aleister Black. Ooh. Gonna be a good match, man. See you tomorrow for NXT. Until then, I'm JD. And have a good night, guys. I'll talk to you all tomorrow.